All right, guys, Gemini, welcome back to the Gemini 888 channel. Thank you for stopping in. Hope you're all having a wonderful new year so far. I'm working on some videos today, so I thought I would crank this video out. Okay, the moment that 20,000 people got silenced at the Royal Rumble, and we'll discuss that here in just a second. I kind of thought I would make a video on the Royal Rumble with the Royal Rumble coming up and Roman Reigns, you know, with 1 versus 29. It's kind of makes sense to speak on the Royal Rumble. Okay, the Royal Rumble moment that silenced everyone above all else happened in January in Miami in 1991. January 19th, 1991 in Miami at the Royal Rumble. This was the moment that kind of stood everyone back. And literally, you could hear a pin drop when Sergeant Slaughter beat the Ultimate Warrior for the WWF title. You have to remember, this was January of '91. The country was, you know, in the Gulf War. And the Iraqi sympathizer, Sergeant Slaughter, just won the WWF title from everyone's hero, the Ultimate Warrior. Literally, I mean, this is the way they set it up. Warrior is draped between the middle ropes. His head is poking out of the ring, and you know, he's bouncing back and forth on the ropes with his shoulders over, and so all of a sudden Macho Man takes his big scepter, you know, because he was the Macho King at the time, takes his big scepter and just BAM, and he just nails the Ultimate Warrior as hard as he can on top of the head, breaks the scepter over the Warrior's head, knocks the Warrior unconscious, and Slaughter rolls him out for the pin. And literally, when Slaughter won that belt, you could have heard a loud fart in the crowd. It was silence. Those people in Miami, stunned, silent. You couldn't hear nothing. You could have heard a pin drop in that arena. I mean, that was as dramatic, that was as real as anything had ever gotten in professional wrestling. I mean, when I was watching that, I wasn't sure what the hell was going to happen. I wasn't sure if the fans were going to riot. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if they were going to demand a refund at the box office up front. I didn't know. You know, when Slaughter won that belt, it was like a heinous moment for the fans. You really remember feeling cheated that your hero, the Ultimate Warrior, lost the belt to Slaughter. I mean, you know, the funny thing is, you learn years later that the two guys are totally cool in the ring. You know, and they had us all planned out. But when you're watching this go down as a fan, you can't believe it. You're stunned. You're shocked. And that moment when the Warrior won the belt, like I said, go back and check it out on the WWE Network. 20,000 people just silenced. It was crazy. So I'm telling you, take my word for it. Listen to the crowd when it happens. You won't hear a fan because they're just shocked. Gemini, thank you for listening.